Libra, the first card out for you is Go Beyond Limits. I absolutely love this card. What is holding you back right now? What is the limit in your life that you feel is keeping you trapped somehow? And this is what we're going to be looking into in this reading. If the first card out comes up as Go Beyond Your Limits, it shows that whatever is limiting you, whatever is blocking you, can be broken through. There can be a breakthrough here for you in your life. So let's get into some other oracle cards and have a look and see what's going on. Interesting. Okay, so I've got two water scenarios coming up here. We've got the turtle, which is underwater, and we've got the fish showing up here as well, both water energy. Whatever this is, and I do see it talks about prosperity and that kind of energy. Is your limits maybe financial? You know what I mean? The limits of not being able to grow more than you are able to receive in. You know what I mean? If also because we're looking at this water energy very much in the first two cards here, it must be something that is emotionally causing you distress or causing you anxiety or causing you worries in some kind of way, but it is affecting your emotions. So yeah, we've got the fish showing up here. Dive in. Prosperity is flowing. I have to ask a question for you. Okay, I want to ask exactly what is this Go Beyond Limits? What is the limit that we are looking at here? What kind of prosperity are we looking at? Because prosperity can have direct links to, say, like money and, you know, growth in your life and what you can afford to buy and success and all those kinds of things. But it can also mean many other things as well. It can be a prosperity of experiences and adventure, a prosperity of friends and relationships. So we have to see, where is this tied to here for you? Maybe in more than one area, you know what I mean? So let's have a look and see. King of Pentacles. Well, that was very, very straightforward. It is tied to your fortunes, your finances, your cash flow. Go beyond the limits. And it says dive in, prosperity is flowing. Yeah, is the King of Pentacles. Yeah, is the King of Pentacles. Let's put that down there. Let's have a look at another oracle card for you. Expansion. This is good. Okay, this is good. I think there's going to be a change like in your flow of money, to be honest with you. Spread your wings and soar. It's a very interesting energy, almost of like with a dive in and spread your wings and soar. It kind of makes me feel like go for something. Don't hold back. Go for an opportunity when it shows up in front of you. Do something. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone kind of feeling. Share your message and shine your light. That was like what I was picking up on. Show the world what you are made of. Do you know, I think what I'm kind of feeling from this reading is there's so much here that you want to be able to do. And I feel like there is a way of life that you want to be living, whatever that is for you. Because everybody that's watching, it's going to be different. It depends on your truth and who and what you are. And there's a way of life that you see yourself as having, but it can be, the truth and the fact of the matter is you need money. I recently saw a video here on YouTube about a couple who went to live in Alaska off-grid. And they ended up leaving because things were so bad there. And I was like, people can speak about living on the land and living off-grid. You need money to do that. You need to have solar panels. And I know, I'm in South Africa. We have electrical problems in my country. So I know how expensive solar panels are. Go take a loan, okay? You need a vehicle to move you up and down. You need plumbing. You need all these things to properly secure a future for you and your family. So no matter how small your dream may feel, at the end of the day, it's always needing money behind it. We can go as simple. I imagine off-grid. Off-grid needs money, okay? Or you just living in a state of serious, like this is not okay. The cold comes. What are you going to do? You know, you have to have things put into place. And I feel like whatever this dream is for you, there's an aspect of you that wants to show who you truly are. That's what it is. It's not even about the money. I think for you, Libra, it's about wanting to show who you truly are, or wanting to live your most authentic life in the way that you want to live it. And because you don't maybe have enough to do so, you are stuck in a reality. For somebody out there, you're stuck like in a small apartment. It's very dingy and dark, and you just want to grow flowers. You know what I mean? You just want to grow flowers. You just want to grow, have plants. You just want to walk in a garden and plant maybe vegetables or whatever it is you want to do. Even if it's on a small scale, you just want to connect to the earth, and you're looking in maybe where you're sitting right now. You're literally looking at your place and you're like, this is siphoning my energy and my life and everything. And you could be going, I just, how do I get that? So this, for me, it's like you're going to be able to show your true truth of who and what you are to the world. So let's get into the tarot for you and have a look and see. 8 of Water, straight away that water energy shows up here. Okay, the 2 of Air, there's the blockage energy. Temperance, there's that feeling, you know. Okay, let's get some more tarot out here. Page of Fire. These energies, I'll rename them what they are. Fire is Wands. 4 of Fire showing up here. 9 of Fire there. Okay. The Tower. The Chariot. There you go. The 4 of Earth. Under the deck, we've got the Star. That's what it is. That's what I was just talking about. That's this energy of wanting to create something into what you want it to be, so you can be who you want to be. I almost feel like there's this energy of not being true to yourself, and it ties back to the money. Remember, sometimes we can be looking at you maybe living in a rural area, maybe a small town, and you just want to move to New York City and live in a big city and live in that world. That's what you want, you know what I mean? So everybody's star card is different to everybody else's, and this is your authentic reality that you want to be in. And I feel like this is what you're having a hard time expressing because of the lack of stability here. Okay, so this is very interesting. Let's put these cards on the side here. First of all, the 8 of Cups comes in here. This can be an indication of already in your life a lot of different things that you've kind of left behind. It's almost like this is telling a bit of a story here. I feel like there is a lot of things that you've left behind. There is a lot of, how can I put it, emotional things here that you have left behind, but I feel like there's still more that you want to leave behind. A lot of like the way that you are comes up here. What you're experiencing a lot comes up here. That's like, I don't want to experience this kind of things anymore, this kind of life that I'm living. A lot of people have this restless energy here. A lot of people are really living very unauthentic lives. And I'll be 100% honest with you, Libra. Being you with the scales of balance, you know, justice and everything. I feel like, honestly, we've been lied to. From the beginning of time. I feel like we've been, not even from the beginning of time, I feel from the industrial era, when we started to actually, I remember I read an article about school. Okay, please send your children to school. Okay, but the way we think of it needs to change. They started making like the industrial area, so factories came up and mines came up and all these things came up, and they told the people who lived in these areas, come to work and we will pay you, and people were like, okay, and nobody showed up on time. One day people came, one day people did not come. They were just like, and then when people actually saw what they had to do, they were like, no, I'm not doing that. Why must I do that? Let me go off and carry on raising my chickens. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? And they realized that they couldn't really get people to do the 9 to 5 grind, you know. And I'm sure in those days it was like 5 to 7 at night. It wasn't 9 to 5, 40 nowadays, if not worse. And they thought of the school system, and they were like, what can we do to train the next generation to come on time every day at a specific time, to make them sit still at a desk for long periods of time, where they can now be sitting at a factory table doing something when they're adults, and even train them and we need to think about this, not to actually eat from a very specific time in the morning to a specific time in the day. Not to eat when you're hungry or drink water when you are hungry until lunchtime comes. Train good little workers. And so from this point of view, from that time, we have been trained to go to school, go to this, go to college, get in the 9 to 5, get the corporate job, get whatever it is you're going to be doing. And that's what we're doing. So many people are unhappy in this reality. You know what I mean? And I think that people are actually going to be wanting to start to find out what their truth is and who they really are. We are moving into a time of like a great human revolution of understanding about who we are, you know. And I think a lot of people as well, including you, Libra, don't know how to get this right, because we are in a very big, deep, woven spider web, like it's a trap, you know, but we don't know how to untrap ourselves, because it's not just even people individualistically, it's whole countries now that have gotten themselves into the system of being. We are so overpopulated as well. We need everything to run smoothly. So with this here, I feel like it brings out this energy of temperance, and temperance, which is Sagittarius, it brings out this energy of temperance is a card always for me of caution. It can mean caution in so many different ways, but it's also important for you, Libra, because temperance also means an unbalance. And this is like kind of the vibe that I keep picking up on with you. It's almost like you feel the unbalance, and that's this temperance energy. And because you don't know with the Two of Air how to walk away from the things that you don't like, so you can get to your most authentic life, there's that caution energy coming up. Like, I need to be very careful, because at the same time, this first story I was telling you about the people who went to live, I literally was watching it this morning and I was like, whoa, yeah, no, I'm aware of this reality. In my own country, sometimes we'll go out to like rural areas and we'll go on holiday somewhere or whatever, and we'll see, and I'm like on this land and I look at things, you know, we'll make fire and we'll do funny things. It is not easy to do that. And I'm very aware, I've tried to grow vegetables even in my little garden, and sometimes they grow and sometimes they don't, you know, and you look and you're like, how, why is it not working? Sometimes it does. And imagine if you were like now completely reliant upon only those things, like off the grid, that would be pretty scary too, and that would also be a very risky thing to get into. So it's not so easy. So somewhere along the line, and I think if there is one zodiac sign that can get this right, it can be maybe you, Libra, with that scales of balance being there. But there is something here that wants to flow. And I feel like, to be honest with you, from what I see here by this fish energy, it requires you, because there's a lot of wands rocking up here. The whole center row is only wands, okay, which is fire in this deck. I feel as if you're going to have to put down your guard a little bit here. And I don't mean don't lock your doors at night. I don't mean that kind of put down your guard. Trust everybody you meet. No. I mean open the heart a little bit to what may be available to you. I do see, I'm going to jump there. I do see the heart is very closed. With the Nine of Wands being there, or the Nine of Fire. Because why? You are in this... I always get hiccups when I do readings. I do apologize. It's the spiritual energy that does that. So with this energy coming in here, it's almost like you're in fight or flight energy. I'm either having to stand up and defend myself in some kind of way, or deal with some kind of problems, or I need to like just back away and save myself, you know. So you're in this energy. I feel like this is very like fight or flight energy. And it may be sometimes there could be money issues that make you go into a panic, and you got to go out there and you got to go figure it out and handle all these things. But I do kind of ask you like to just let down your walls a little bit, because I'm saying this because of the way that these cards are coming out here as well. With the Temperance, here's your unbalance, okay? Then we've got the Nine of Fire, which is a bit of that fear, fight or flight. Underneath it, we have got the Four of Earth, which is the Four of Pentacles energy. And this is what makes you, once again, we're going back to that flow of finances. The finances is sometimes not enough for you to feel safe. So maybe you don't have that savings in your account where if something can go wrong, you can be like, okay, I got that to fall back on for a couple of months. Or maybe even if you have, you realize that the way that the expenses are in this world, it won't even be enough. It'll only last you, maybe you're counting in your mind, that kind of money is only going to last me like for maybe 6 months, and then what happens after that? So there's a lot of like fear-based energy coming up in this row because of the lack of this balance. What I can see here in these 4 cards that have shown up here, it shows up as a shift coming in. And it does say dive in and spread your wings and fly at the bottom here. And here is something here. I'm going to ask what this something is for you. The Page of Fire, which is Page of Wands rocking up here, is something coming in. The page to me, depending on what I'm looking at in a reading, it always is something new. It's something you've never experienced when it comes to a page. It's either a new person or a new opportunity or something that comes in that is very new to you. It makes you feel different with the Page of Fire. So it makes you kind of feel like, okay, this is new. You know what I mean? So I'm going to ask for you, what is this Page of Fire? What does it represent? Let's see. Under the deck, I just saw a Sun card. So that's very, very good. Growth, prosperity, happiness as well. Okay, that card flew. Ha! It cannot be real, but it is real. What does this card represent? The Page of Fire, you saw that card flying. It represents prosperity. It represents an increase in your finances. And this is not a little. Are you going to win the lottery? I'm just saying, imagine. It can happen. Hey, who's winning it? Somebody's winning those lotteries out there. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Here's your 10 of Earth energy. This is something here. This is your ultimate dream come true. That is it. If you do want to go or live off grid, as the example I've been using all day, you're going to be able to put up that solar. You're going to have your plumbing set up. You're going to have your heating sorted out. You know, this is amazing. This is amazing. I feel like whatever this Page of Fire, it's the chance that you have here of really changing everything for you. Coming around to the next energy, we've got the 4 of Fire, which is 4 of Wands. So you see where the Page of Fire is taking you into a new cycle in your life, and one that is full of celebration. There could even be some kind of event happening here, like a party or a celebration of some kind, because of something that happens here with that Page of Fire. So you may even have your loved ones gathering around you and your friends, people that care about you, really just going, this is amazing. We are so, so happy for you, you know. Moving on down here, the Tower card. What does this mean? You got a 4 of Fire with a Tower card. It means with that, what you want, like you want to walk away from something here. You want to walk away from all of this life that you may not be liking, the events that are taking place, the not knowing how to balance financially. That is coming down to earth here. Know this Page of Fire is the Tower is under the Page of Fire. So you must know one thing. You may be having an event that takes place here that looks like a Tower moment, that looks like an ending, that looks like something that's shaking up your world. How do you get to that star? It's going to involve a world shake-up here. And so you may be like, oh boy, this is not good. You know what I mean? Oh boy, I've lost my job. What am I going to do now? It can seem like that, but this is an opportunity for you, because it leads to this Page of Fire, that leads to the 4 of Fire, that new beginning, that celebration, with that 10 of Pentacles right in between these 2 cards here. So you see there's a massive flow of abundance coming in here. And where's your energy? I love it. You are going to move forward. After the Tower happens, you are moving. Chariot card, we got Cancer in your reading. You are moving rapidly and with speed forward here towards some kind of triumph, some kind of success in your life. So whatever happens here right now, I know something, I'm going to ask for advice as well. I know this can seem a little bit scary. It can seem like, wow, an event like that. Oof, my goodness, I just saw the Empress rocking up there as I was shuffling, birthing a new life, one that you can feel emotionally happily in. Advice, please, for this reading with regards to, especially a tower. Tower's scary, you know. Everybody's scared of it, but there is a page of fire above it, which leads to 10 of Pentacles for fire. So let's get some advice out for you here. It's more telling you what's going on here. This is happening very quickly here. This is happening very, very quickly. Let's get it under the deck. Don't even fear, my children. Okay, do not fear. Okay. Oh my God. 8 of Wands rocks up here. What is coming to an end for you is what I was talking about from this moment. When I started mentioning this lack of balance, there it is. That's that same energy. 2 of Pentacles is tied to juggling financially. It's tied to the 4 of Earth, not having enough. And it's saying hold on a little bit longer, because just keep juggling the way you have been juggling, because very, very soon, and this is speed. Usually the 8 of Wands will say, what card are you looking at with the 8 of Wands? I'm looking at the 2 of Pentacles. Speed that up. The time that you're going through where you feel as if you cannot manage, it is coming to an end very, very fast. The 7 of Swords rocks up here with the Hermit card underneath it. So this tells me also, the Hermit being Virgo, with the 7 of Swords is not good stuff. It is whatever we are basically talking about in this reading. It can be people causing problems. It can be things like theft happening to you, loss of money, bosses that don't want to pay you, you know, all those kind of funny kinds of things. Events in life that happen that are just not okay. And it talks about, with the Hermit card, being with this card, it's been a while that you've been kind of like in this Hermit energy. Sometimes the Hermit energy can be like a pause. And it's a pause in a negative situation. Underneath here, whoa, under the deck, we've got the 6 of Wands rocking up. The 6 of Wands is you now moving to where you're meant to be. Showing who you are to the world. Finally, being able to reveal yourself and what it is you want to be. Who you want to be, how you want to express yourself, how you want to live in this life. I mean, when we are living, say, in a life that we really feel that we cannot balance things out. You know, maybe you have a specific way that you want to dress. You cannot afford to do it. You have to wear what you can get. Maybe you have a specific way of wanting to live your life every single day. And the things that you want to do in those moments, maybe you want to design clothing or whatever that is to you. You need to be able to go buy material. You need to be able to have a sewing machine. Do you see what I'm saying? All those details. And this is your moment here to become the person that you want to be. There we go, Libra. Thank you so much for being here in this reading. I'm so glad to see this beautiful balance coming in for you. I think it's so needed. Considering I pick up with the 2 of Air and the Temperance, even these cards all on the side here, it's like this is what I want to walk away from. All those 2 of Air, the Temperance, the 9 of Air, the 4 of Air, showing up as the kind of experiences I don't want to have anymore. And this is you actually getting yourself there. And this is a rapid change that's going to put you in a place of a flow of money coming towards you. And it makes me so happy for you, because we need this to be able to even live a spiritual life, even a life of being simple. We need that. So I'm so glad it's showing up for you, Libra. I will see you next time in your reading. Bye.